EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Not a problem there, Rich.
Just a sloppy hole, no other way to say it, and it results in a double bogey. Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second shot now at the second hole.
I think if we stretch the tape, Rich, we might get to 29 feet.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Pretty good effort right there. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
He's made it. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. So a tester from 4 feet. And now let's go down to the action at the fourth. Frank, what's happening early in this third round? Doesn't look good.
No, it's a shocker, Rich. It really is. There's nothing like we saw the first 2 days. A series of mistakes just compounding one after the other. Really right now, talk to the caddy, talk to somebody, talk to someone in the crowd. You've got to change things around. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? We're sneaking into contention here with that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Well, here we are at the fifth hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence. All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Good effort and good par putt. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he thought, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
These are the kind of putts that keep a round going about 10 feet away for par. Settles in over the putt. Good putt. Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Frank, the ninth hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
It was a little over ambitious.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back nine now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium length par 4. But again, player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dog leg, really. And if you don't get the ball in the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Now the second shot here at 10.
Should be safely on deck.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part.
Even par currently.
It's a solid par right there, Frank.
He'll be moving to third place, inching his way to the top of the leaderboard.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. But if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Now the third shot here at the par 5 11th.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Frank, this is where a golfer's mind is really tested here after hitting one out of bounds.
Well, on the flip side, though, Rich, you know what you've done wrong. So erase it. Time to put a good swing on it.
Now playing the fifth because it was out of bounds on that previous shot.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it. Rich, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Time to regroup. That's a double bogey. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Just a couple of feet. Good par, good position on the leaderboard. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13th. TPC Stadium, of course, has played host to the Skins Game, PGA Club Professional Championship, the Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf on the Champions Tour. I always enjoyed that. And along with the Jack Nicklaus Tournament course right next door, the finals of the PGA Tour qualifying school for a number of years. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
That is a solid par putt. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards, but Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You'd always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Just had a bit of a spasm right there. I don't know how else to explain it. You're on the green, and now you're on the fringe? Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close, and just a great shot.
Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Now the approach here at 15.
Had the club face open just a bit at impact, and that one moves considerably to the right of the flagstick. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. Well, we've seen this before today. In the bunker.
Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
Quite dialed in all the way on that shot, but still on the putting surface. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
He'll take par and move on.
Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here.
Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge. That's it. A hybrid putt, you name it, whatever works.
Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. He's made it.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's 3 groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole. Should be safely on deck.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Something about this hole, it has not been kind. Bogey yesterday and staring at another one today. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
3 rounds in the books, outside the top 10 going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Second hole's just 371 yards. Frank, are players licking their chops, thinking they need to make a 3 here?
Yeah, if you can just accept the fact that you're going to have a longer second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot.
Frank, is a player thinking birdie here on this approach shot at the second hole?
Anything with the scoring club here, as long as you can get the distance right and get into the right section, is very much a birdie hole.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Frank, players had hybrids. Some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third.
It certainly is. The third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt.
Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday.
Looks like he just misread that. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. They'll take it. That's a par. First par 3 of the day. It is the 4th here at PGA West, sitting at just under 200 yards in the card. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going. Keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other. Second shot.
Frank, this looks like a pretty simple pitch shot here.
Yeah, conservative off the tee and the lap gives you a chance to be aggressive with this shot.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5.
What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
It's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
On the dance floor here at the 6th,
But still, a pretty hard putt coming up.
about 30 feet away.
You'd like that one again.
Oh my goodness, that one just rocketed by the hole. It's actually on the fringe right now.
That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch and nerve. He had it all, and he has the bottom of the barrel. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Now the second shot, a short one here at the par 4 7th. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a three-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th.
And this one just seems to be moving a little left in the air.
Not too bad. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. In for par.
Finishing out the front nine with a pretty difficult par 4. Again, water down that right side. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut. That's not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane.
And he's made the green. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back nine now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium length par 4. But again, player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dog leg, really. And if you don't get the ball in the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. This is a good-looking shot. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That's a good birdie right there. And to 4 under par for the championship.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. If you can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green. But if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
All right, Frank, time to play a little pitch and putt right now. Good chance with a good shot here to make a 4.
Yeah, holes like this is where small ball can beat big ball.
Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just 5 feet left.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Frank, what do you make of this par 3 13th at 214 yards?
It's another example of Pete Dye using those sort of very harsh wooden bulkheads that give you that such a definitive line around the edge of the green. Plus, it's his ability to turn a straight hole into a very angular or crooked looking hole.
And that one ends up about 25 feet from the hole.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
Clean this up with a tap.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge. And
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor.
Getting set now over the putt.
Really solid stroke.
Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses are just simply left and right, but what Pete Dye does, he lets them cut in, especially that one down the left side of the fairway. It cuts in, so it has to be avoided, and it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play. That's probably the best line, is to get it just past that last bunker on the left side.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have.
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
You love to watch them disappear, don't you?
Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, and that's a big hit to get past that, then all of a sudden, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close.
Wrong way pattern all day long. I mean, this is just brutal.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
And that's in for a par.
Well, well, well. Here we are at the famous Alcatraz.
Oh, this is right at it.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway.
One last good approach here to the 18th hole. Let's see what happens.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. It's a solid par right there, Frank.
Yeah, he'll be moving to third place, inching his way to the top of the leaderboard.
That'll put a wrap on our final round coverage for all of us at EA Sports. I'm Rich